In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear inboard hoses on this BMW X5. These are going to be located underneath the vehicle above the rear differential. Let's get into it. Now we're going to take a hood prop rod and compress the brake pedal. And you want to have this up against the seat. That's going to prevent some of the fluid from dripping out when we have the brake lines disconnected. Now we're going to remove the wheel. Use a 17mm socket, take the lug bolts out. Before I take the last one out, I'm just going to hold the wheel to prevent it from falling. Take that out, grab the wheel, pull it off. With a drain bucket underneath, we're going to use a 11mm line wrench. Loosen up the fitting. Might drip a little bit of fluid. Pull that off. Grab the hose, pull it out of the bracket. And take the 11mm line wrench, go up to the fitting up top. Once you get it loose, you can switch to an open wrench. Pull that off, pull that clip back. Grab the hose and just pull it out of the bracket. Just wiggle it back and forth a little bit. It's going to drip. Have your drain bucket down below. And pull that off. Take the new hose, get that lined up. And start the fitting by hand. I'll tighten this down. Snug that down. If you have the ability to get a torque wrench in there, you want to torque that to 11 foot-pounds. It's a little bit tricky, do the best you can. And I'll get the line through the lower bracket. Get the clip lined up. Get the fitting started. With a 11mm crow's foot, I'm just going to torque this to 11 foot-pounds. That's good. Clean up any mess with some brake parts cleaner. And then you're going to gravity bleed based on the wheel that you replaced. If you're going to do the other side, the procedure is going to be the same. Now you can take the hood prop off. We're going to remove this cover. Use a 13mm socket. These are wing nuts. You just turn them about 90 degrees. Just loosen them. Once you get those all loose, grab this cover. Pick it up. Comes out of the way. Now we'll just take a clean rag, just wipe down the cap. You don't want to get any dirt or debris inside. It says on the cap what type to use. This vehicle requires .4 brake fluid. And top off the brake fluid. Fill it up to the max. There you go. Put the cap back on. Now take the cap off the brake bleeder. Using a 11mm wrench, we're going to crack this open. Make sure you have a drain bucket underneath. And you want to open this up. You're going to See a little bit of air bubbles coming out, a little bit of fluid. Once you have a steady stream with not any air bubbles, you can close it up. Now it's a steady stream. I'm going to close that bleeder screw up. Snug that down. Put the cap on. If there's a mess, you want to use a little brake parts cleaner, clean up that mess. Then check the pedal. If the pedal feels a little squishy or spongy, you want to do a full brake bleed procedure. Now you want to pump the brake pedal nice and slow. There's going to be a little bit of an air gap between the brake caliper piston and the brake pads. You'll feel it tightening up about after 5 or 6 tries. That's good. Now you can double check the fluid level and adjust accordingly. Take the wheel, get the wheel started, get that lined up. That's good. Get the bolts started. Snug those down. Now we're going to torque the lug bolts to 103 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. I'll just go around again, double check. I'm going to take the cover, line that back up. Push it in place. And just tighten down the wing nuts. Just twist it like you're tightening it, 90 degrees. There you go. Now that you're done, you can take the vehicle for a road test, double check for any leaks, and adjust accordingly. Using a fluid transfer pump, you want to take out as much brake fluid as possible. All right, that's good. It says on the cap what type to use. This vehicle requires .4 brake fluid. And top off the brake fluid. Fill it up to the max. There you go. Put the cap back on. Now we're going to go to each individual caliper, starting with the right rear, and then you're going to go to the left rear, and then the right front, and then the left front. We're going to follow that procedure. With the vehicle raised up and all 4 wheels off, we're on the right rear. Take the cap off the bleeder screw. You can move this wire using a 11mm wrench over the bleeder screw. Then I'm going to use a hose just to keep it clean. Now we're going to have an assistant inside the vehicle pump the brake pedal. Go ahead nice and slow 3 times. And then once they're holding, we're going to open up the bleeder screw. Brake fluid's going to come through the hose. You can see some bubbles. And then close it up. All right, go ahead, pump it again 3 times, slow. Open it up again. No bubbles. We'll close that up. Fluid looks clean. Take that off. Go ahead, let off the brake pedal. Snug that up. Put the wire around the cap. Push that cap on. Use a little brake parts cleaner, clean up the mess. You can have a drain bucket underneath, just so you don't drip it all over the place. And then you're going to do the same procedure on the left rear caliper. And top off the brake fluid. Now we're going to be on the right front caliper. You want to pop the cap off. Put the 11mm wrench on. And the hose. Have the assistant pump. Go ahead and pump the pedal 3 times. Hold it, and then open the screw. Close it up. We didn't get any bubbles there, but go ahead, pump it. And hold it. Open it up. Again, no bubbles. We'll do it one more time. Open it up. That looks good. Close that up. Go ahead and let off. Make sure that's snug. And put the cap on. Little brake parts cleaner. Clean that up. After that, then you're going to go to the left front wheel and do the same procedure. And top off the brake fluid. After that, if the brake pedal still feels soft or the fluid is dirty, you can start the procedure from the beginning and do it again. Then you want to put all 4 wheels back on the vehicle and torque those to 103 foot-pounds.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.